Hi guys, Ryches here and welcome to another episode of the Fifa Mobile Road to Glory. And as you can see on screen, I was just doing the usual, just a little bit of grinding, 10-15 minutes here. And I opened a pack and managed to get the 86 John Stones, which is one of the two players, if you've paid attention to previous episodes, that I've been trying to get in those packs. It's all about luck. I never really get too much luck on FIFA, I don't think anyone does, it's just the way it goes. But I've managed to get him now, so all I need to get is Luke Shaw. I'm probably going to buy him. Because the fact of the matter is, I'm not going to get that lucky. I don't think. I'll continue to use them, obviously, when you get the tokens, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to obtain him. So I'll end up buying him. I've sold all the stuff in my club and whatnot, and I'm going to sell it all on and try and get Luke Shaw. We'll see how it goes. I think I should be able to get him. He's about 3-something million, and I'm on 2.8 now. I'm currently doing it'll be an episode out tomorrow as well. I'll end up doing this a bit late because I'm sort of forgetting. But there's currently a Player of the Month tournament going on where it's quite a competitive thing. I've actually had a few struggles with it so far. But that's going to be another episode. But I've been doing that, so I'll get enough coins from that. I should be able to get the Luke Shaw. And my team's going to keep improving. As for this episode, it is a complete focus on the Weekend League versus Attack. Which I found... I don't know, I suppose it's the same with any really. It's the same in normal FIFA as it is on this game, where when you face the teams that are better than you, you end up getting beat. And when you face teams that are a weaker level, you end up winning. Which is a good tell of versus Attack in general. It doesn't matter how... You could be fantastic at this, but if you've got an 80 rated team and someone's got a 95 rated team, as the first game was, it doesn't matter how good the other person is. All their chances are so difficult to score that they end up losing regardless, which is a shame, but it's just the way that the mode is very much set up for people who grind and who get a really good team, because then at some point, sooner or later, you'll end up getting such a high team that it won't make a difference. But for now, you're going to consistently keep playing people who don't have as much as you, don't have as many players as you, and as you see on screen, like the amount of goals I'm scoring, it's nothing to do with the player's level I'm against. It's to do with the fact that my team is better, so therefore he's going to suffer more. And this game mode is not a good teller of skill for me personally. It's a good teller of who's got the better team. When you're getting closer, so there's a couple of games that I did do in this. I don't think I recorded them, but there's a couple of games in this where it was really, really close, and he had the same rated team as me, or as close as the same rated team as me. And those sort of games is where it really comes into play if you're good or not, if you're taking your chances. But other than that, I don't think versus Attack is a really good way of saying that this person is really, really good at this game, this person's not really good. But look, I've got a 93 rated team with 116 chemistry, this one's got a 91 rated team with 51 chemistry, and therefore my chances are just so much better. And it doesn't matter how good he is at the game, he could be fantastic at it, and he can score every single chance he gets, or as many chances as he gets. He's always going to have a few chances that are weaker than mine, and I'm always going to have some better ones. And therefore, it doesn't matter how good he is, he can be fantastic. At some point, he's going to suffer for it. And it's no fault of the person you're ever against. And this game, I do feel sorry for... Just like I imagine some people feel the same the opposite way. You'll get annoyed from doing this game mode, because you'll come across a team that is... Say, for example, I play a 100 rated team or a 99 rated team. I'm going to get beat. It's very rare that you're going to beat them. There's going to be the odd game where you end up getting a chance and you winning, but more often than not, you're going to lose. And it's just the way the game is set up. There's no advantage to someone being good at the game with this game mode, which is probably a good representation of FIFA sometimes. Just in general, you're going to end up suffering no matter how well you play. So, as I started to do this, naturally, I suppose it's probably the same as like any other competitive. The more you win, then naturally the better teams you play. I start off obviously really well because I'm playing teams where there's no matchmaking, because I'm just starting out and my team is better than some others. As this went on, I really started to play some proper good teams. And it's probably the same as the people that you're playing straight away like this. Like, for example, I think I'm 11-4 up in this game at the moment. You will get extremely frustrated because you want to win, but the other team, because the team, nothing to do with skill level, like the person I played there is probably really, really good at the game, but because my team has a higher rating and higher chemistry, it doesn't matter how good he is, he's naturally going to lose. And it's the same opposite around. You'll end up playing someone who's of a certain level, who you may think you're better than them, but it doesn't matter because their team's better. And that's kind of what versus attack comes down to. Versus attack, it can be a little bit different depending on the situation, but more often than not, you'll see if the teams are a little bit closer, there won't be as much of a gap. Like if you play a 90 rated team with 100 chemistry versus a 93 rated team with 120, the team with 120 chemistry is probably going to win. But in head-to-head, the likelihood of that's a little bit less. And I think it's important when you're playing this game mode to not let it affect you at all. Because otherwise, you're going to end up getting extremely frustrated. I've been doing the Player of the Month one, and hopefully, I'm about halfway through at the moment, hopefully I can record a little bit more and get that done, and then upload that tomorrow as well. But it becomes extremely frustrating, because it's the same system where the people that I'm playing now, where I'm beating them because my team's better, and it frustrates them, it's the opposite way around for me when I'm playing the teams that are better, and that's just how this game mode works. And it's unfortunate, but I don't know. I don't think there's any. It's a good game mode. It's like a minute and 30 seconds a game. It allows you to quickly play a game, then go. Quickly play a game, then go. Normal FIFA games, you're playing 12 minutes minimum, probably 15, 16 minutes with time going out, pausing, and all that kind of stuff. It takes up a lot of time, whereas this doesn't. Like you can realistically play 10 games of this in an hour minimum. Probably play more. The amount of time that you put into this, it's not as much when you're doing like that amount of games. I think I had 12 or 13 games I had this weekend. I did them all in about, an hour? Because you have that much, and that was with me doing extra stuff as well, you have that much kind of to play with. It is much easier for you. So as you can see like there, for example, it was quite a close one there, I ended up drawing. And that's what you're going to come up against sometimes. You kind of got no sort of... There's no consistency, I don't think. So, yeah, I ended up skipping a few games after that because it was just hit and miss. I didn't want to do a full video of like all of it and it take 20-30 minutes and me just completely ramble on. Instead, I decided to do some games, show you what it's kind of like, explain the system, and then skip onto a team. Like, for example, that game there, like, if you look at my chances there, I've got 10% where I'm having counter-attack, I've got 10% great chances, you've got 6 there. It doesn't matter what my skill level is, your team is better, and it's the same with some of the games you saw at the start of the episode, where my skill, my chemistry level and my rating team was so much higher, it didn't matter how good they were. They could have been fantastic at the game, they were always going to lose because of the way the system works. And I'd take that with a pinch of salt when you're playing this, because it can get very frustrating, and I can understand how frustrated people probably get from it. But you need to remember that it's such a simple game mode that you can do it quickly then go. As long as you don't let it affect you. I have done a few times, but I realised pretty quickly why am I doing that. There's no point. It's a minute of your life. Don't let it frustrate you, because otherwise you'll just not want to play it. So yeah, this has in general been quite an interesting kind of experience. The Player of the Month that's going on right now has been interesting as well, because some of the teams are playing is really unique. I'm going to try and do a video on that as well. I think I'll probably do the same, where I record some and then I record the end, because I don't want it to be 25 minutes of me just rambling on. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. This game I'm getting absolutely, utterly pummeled. Because again, his team was fantastic, by the way. I thought it was great. I was like, wow, I want to get to that level soon, and hopefully I can. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it from me. Don't forget, I've never actually asked this, but don't forget to like and subscribe, because it actually really helps me out. And that's all it's going to be for me. Take care.